All right, Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory is to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to the sincere brethren out there that's laboring in his work, pushing out this gospel in all diligence, truth, faith, and sincerity. Shalom. So I just wanted to do a quick lesson concerning humility and the fact that when you come into this truth, the Most High was gracious and merciful enough to bestow his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding on you. You got to be humble, okay? You can't use that as a platform to just shit on brothers, all right? Now, we do get on these two-thirds, Esau and the other nations, and that's rightfully so. But you have brothers who might come into this truth and they might be struggling with certain things that you was able to overcome, but that don't give you the license to, deem them as a nigga or the Most High gonna kill you. Hey, that man can sincerely be seeking after Yahweh Shai. And when you dedicate certain lessons into getting on brothers, all right, then you gotta be careful with that, because the scriptures tell you about laying a stumbling block in front of your brother. You can actually discourage a brother that might be dealing with certain things. For an example, you might have a brother who fucked up, might not have a job, and he might have to live with another woman or something, man. And a woman might have to take care of him, and he might, be under her, man. But is that for you to say, you're not a man of the Lord, you a nigga, your woman rule you? And this is just an example, okay? No, that don't mean he's not a man of the Lord, because the scriptures even tell you that the Lord is going to do a new thing. A woman is going to surpass a man. So you got to be careful. This thing is about spiritual examination, all right? Not judging a man according to the flesh, because we all go off in the flesh, all right? Matter of fact, let me get a quick precept. I had something I wanted to start off with, but since I said that, I want to get the book of James, 2nd chapter, in the 11th verse. It says, "For he that said, do not commit adultery, saith also, do not kill. Now if thou committed no adultery, yet if thou kill, thou art become a transgressor of the law." Meaning, it's certain things you have overcome, all right? And a brother might be struggling with that, man. But is it for you to, deem him as a nigga, or the Most High gonna kill you? You can't be in that spirit, because you going off, man, all right? A brother might be doing something, might be grievous in your eyes, but you doing something as well, because there's no sin that outweighs another. And this is one thing that should keep you humble. Yahweh Shai deemed this whole generation as an adulterous generation, man. Everybody is guilty of that offense, even the men in the truth. We're guilty of adultery, man. It's not a man in the truth that's a virgin, okay? And we all know adultery is a sin that's, or offense that's guilty up unto death. So you got to understand these things when you get this truth, man. All right? And that should keep you humble. Matter of fact, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 1. And I'm going to start at verse 28. Well, matter of fact, I start at verse 27. "But the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. And base things of the world and things which are despised have the Most High chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught the things that are." Verse 29, "And the point that no flesh should glory in his presence." So none of us can glory in the presence of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Why? Because we all in the flesh, man. You can't look at a brother for certain things he might be dealing with. There's a lot of brothers that come out of the world that was bound and beaten up, man. There's a lot of brothers that was beaten up and exposed to a whole lot of shit, man. And they gotta fight to get over that. And when you come in the truth, that don't mean you're gonna get over it overnight. You're gonna have certain brothers to slip and do things that's not convenient or becoming of a man of the Lord. But do that give you the license to say you a nigga, the Most High gonna kill you? No, man. And if you say that, that means you really don't understand what you're involved in. You don't know the scriptures. That's why Paul said a thorn was in his flesh to buffet him that he might not be exalted above measure, man. So when you truly in this truth and you understand what's going on, you're going to be mindful when you get on brothers. You're not going to do a video dedicated to just getting on another brother or, because you're going to understand you going off, man. Let me read this again, verse 29, that no flesh should glory in his presence. We all in these chains, man. You can't look at another brother and judge him. Yo, man, this dude, he ain't right because he moving in this spirit. Or well, let me take that back, because if you're moving in the off spirit, yeah, it's about the spirit. But if you move in a certain way, all right, a dude might not handle his household the way you handle your household. Fleshly things, man. That's not beneficial to the church. Matter of fact, stand in the book of 1 Corinthians 8 and 1, it says, now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth, right? And that's another thing, you notice in this truth. A lot of guys get this truth and they get puffed up. Matter of fact, all of us gets puffed up. That's why the Lord had to humble us. Knowledge actually puffeth up across the board on all levels, when even down to the guy in the local barbershop, all right? The guy who predict the outcome of a damn basketball game. It's a certain level of euphoria come with that. Yo, I told you so. I told you they was going to win. And that's the same in its truth. When you get this knowledge, some guys use it as a platform to get on another guy, man. But the scriptures say, but charity edifieth, man. What the word edify going into? Buildeth up, man. And I noticed, man, there's a lot of guys that really can't do a video unless they getting on somebody else. They need a punching bag to get on somebody else before, to do a damn video. You can't do a video unless you highlighting what another person doing. This is nigga, because this nigga do this, and you niggas do this, and you niggas do that. Man, the Most High will kill you for that, man, because it's a brother that might be doing some of those things, and the Lord gonna deliver him, man. Okay? You could lay a stumbling block. You could discourage a brother, You got to remember, man, ain't none of us perfect in this truth, man. And you got to take that to heart. You got to understand that. And there's a lot of guys that have committed more offenses than others. But if the Most High deliver them and have mercy on them, then they're going to be more appreciative of that than a guy who self-proclaimed got it all figured out. And I want to get that in a parable that the Lord Yahushua spoke, all right? The book of Luke, I think that's Luke 7, and start at 41. There was a certain creditor which had two debtors. The one owed 500 pence and the other 50. And when they had nothing to pay, he frankly forgave them both. Tell me, therefore, which of them will love him most? Simon answered and said, I suppose that he to whom he forgave most. And he said unto him, thou hast rightly judged. Right? So if it's a guy that's did all sorts of things, smoked weed, smoked cigarettes, sold dope, shot niggas, gambled, gang bang, all right? All sorts of wickedness. If the Lord forgive him, that man is going to appreciate the Lord more than you niggas who act like you never did nothing wrong or you got it all figured out. You got to remember, this is not the kingdom of heaven. You ain't got it figured out yet. You don't know if you're going to be delivered yet, man. So you can't dedicate videos to putting brothers down as if you in some damn top position, man. Like the Lord exclusively, revealed to you that you're going to make it. None of us know if we're going to make it yet. That's why the title of this lesson, No Flesh Should Glory in the Presence of the Lord, man. And that key word is flesh. Nigga, we all in the flesh, man. I can easily point out something another brother doing. It could sound grievous, but is that going to exonerate what I done did? It tells you in Revelation the 14th chapter, these are they who are with no blame before the throne. Not before you, nigga. Because it's things I done did or things I might slip up and do that a nigga, let's say, they'll blame me for that. But do that mean I'm blame before the Lord? No, it don't mean that. The Lord could exonerate me, man. If the scriptures say there's no condemnation to those that are in Yahweh Shai, man. That's not written for nothing. That means it's going to be men that's going to do certain things that's not going to seem becoming of a man of the Lord. This is John 8:7. So when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself and said unto them, he that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. And this is Yahweh Shai speaking. And when you go into this is symbolic to the elect. That adulterous woman is the elect. Because we all adulterers, man. But who's going to exonerate us from that? Yahweh Shai, man. That's why the Lord said, he who was without sin cast the first stone. So you got to be careful. Again, you can't use the truth as a platform to make a video. You a nigga. Oh, this nigga, he do this, and I see how you niggas move, and you niggas gonna be. You can't do that, man. You know, a lot of guys mimic the apostles but they get it wrong. When we all first came into this truth, we know the apostles. They used to get on Nate and Johanna and Bubble-Eyes, but what it was about, it was a spiritual rebuke. They was getting on these men because of the doctrine, man. Okay? Not because of things in the flesh. Because who are you to judge a man according to the flesh, man? You in the flesh. Niggas act like they're in an angelic body, man. And they can just highlight what other brothers do. Man, you going off, man. You might say, well, I'm just going off because I did. No, you still going off, man. We need Yahweh Shai. All right? I don't want to make this too long. I wanted to make this precise and to the point, but we get one more last scripture, man. All right? Because this is important, man. There's a lot of guys out there. Again, I notice you can't do no goddamn lesson unless they getting on somebody else, man. Matthew 12:1. At that time, Yahweh Shai went on the Sabbath day through the corn, and his disciples were an hungered and began to pluck the ears of corn and to eat. But when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto him, behold, thy disciples do that which is not lawful to do upon the Sabbath day. But he said unto them, have ye not read what David did when he was an hungered, and they that were with him, how he entered into the house of the Most High and did eat the showbread, which was not lawful for him to eat, neither for them which were with him, but only for the priests. So David committed he committed a capital offense. But is not David a man of the Lord? Of course he is, man. Verse 5, or have ye not read in the law how on the Sabbath days the priests in the temple profane the Sabbath and are blameless? Right, so you got guys getting on brothers over little stupid shit, man. A brother might slip and do something that is not convenient to being a man of the Lord. But if that man teaching his word, and if that man going out on the highways and hedges, and he's sincerely seeking after Yahweh Shai, who are you to call him a nigga or say he's going to be destroyed, man? You don't know that, man. This scripture is actually telling you that. That was men that did things that a lot of you niggas will crucify them about, man. But Yahweh Shai, it's certain men on this planet that no matter what they do, they're going to be delivered, man, because it's predestined. And you got to be careful when you cast judgment, man. Verse 6, but I say unto you that in this place is one greater than the temple. But if ye had known what this meaneth, I will have mercy and not sacrifice, you would not have condemned the guiltless. And you got to be careful, man. You can't, if you don't got no video to come up with, that's on you. Don't just bring out a video to shit on brothers, man, or make brothers feel like they less than a man of the Lord. Because some things you might say that it might be brothers out there doing those things, man. You might say, man, you a guy that, man, you don't supposed to be taking care of, you don't supposed to be up under your kids all day. Or whatever niggas might say, man. But it might be a man of the Lord that do that. And you might discourage that brother, man. But if that man is making sure he do the work, he going out on the highways and hedges, that's why you got to stick to the prophecies, man. No, and that's another thing. We can tell men with the spirit, if you ain't doing no videos dealing with prophecy, man, then you ain't got the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Now, yeah, from time to time we do videos such as what I'm doing now. We exhort brothers, okay? We warn brothers, we uplift brothers, we edify brothers, we go into history. But overall, you should be pushing the prophecies, man. Again, there's certain brothers out there that they main objective when they upload a video is on some messy shit, man. It's talking about somebody else, man. Okay? And that ain't the spirit you want to be in, because you could be condemning the guiltless. So that's pretty much it, man. There's no flesh out here that should glory. Okay? Scriptures say if the man glory, he should glory that he know and understand me. That means you understand these scriptures. Now, if you getting on guys for breaking the scriptures down wrong, hey, go get them. Go get them, champ. If you getting on brothers for bringing out heresies and different doctrines, get their ass, because that's what it's about. But don't get on a brother, man, because he got shortcomings, man, or he don't move the way you move. No, the brother might be struggling with things that you have overcome. You got to be patient, man, and build that brother up, man. Don't deem him as a nigga. All right? Because again, there's men out here that sincerely seeking after Yahushua. And guess what? Yahushua is sincerely seeking them. And Yahushua gonna deliver those men. And if you come out your mouth and say something wrong about those men, then you're gonna have to answer to Yahushua. So that's pretty much it. Until the next time I say shalom.